It's 10:47 p.m. on a Tuesday. You're in bed with your phone. You told yourself you'd work on your side project tonight. Instead, you're watching a guy explain how submarines work. You don't even like submarines. But here's the thing that really stings. This morning, you had so much energy. You made a list, you felt ready, you were gonna crush it. And now, you're researching submarines. Here's the wild part nobody talks about. Your laziness? It's not laziness at all. Your brain is actually protecting you from something. And once you understand what that something is, everything changes. Let me paint you a picture. It's Sunday afternoon. You're at brunch. Your friend asks about your New Year's goals. You launch into this beautiful speech. I'm gonna write that book, start that business, learn Spanish. You can see yourself succeeding. Your friend is inspired. The waiter is inspired. A random guy 2 tables over starts a slow clap. By the time you finish, someone's crying. Fast forward to Tuesday at 3 p.m. You're sitting at your desk, document open, cursor blinking, and suddenly you need to reorganize your entire sock drawer. It's urgent, life or death. The socks cannot wait. Wednesday morning, you wake up and think, I'll start fresh Monday. It's Wednesday. Monday is 5 days away. But somehow that makes perfect sense to you. Okay, real talk for a second. In the next minutes, you're gonna learn 3 things. First, why ambitious people procrastinate more than average people. Yeah, you heard that right. Second, the actual brain science behind I'll do it later. No fluff, just the stuff that matters. Third, a stupidly simple system you can start today. Not tomorrow, not Monday, today. We're gonna use stick figures to show exactly what's happening in your brain. We're gonna watch one stick figure dream big and do nothing, and another stick figure do something small and actually win. By the end, you'll know exactly why you've been stuck, and more importantly, how to get unstuck. I need to tell you about my year of planning. That's what I call 2023. I bought 4 different planners that year. 4. Each one was going to be the one. I watched every productivity video on YouTube. I knew about the Pomodoro technique, time blocking, the 2-minute rule. I could lecture you on dopamine for an hour, but I couldn't finish a single project. January, I'm going to write every morning. I wrote for 3 days. February, okay, evenings are better for me. I wrote for 2 days. By March, I was planning to plan. I had a spreadsheet for my planning sessions, a Google Doc outlining my planning strategy. I was world class at thinking about doing things. Here's what I didn't understand back then. My brain wasn't being lazy. It was being terrified. Every time I sat down to work, this little voice would whisper, what if you try and it's terrible? What if you're not as smart as you think? So my brain would throw up a detour sign. Hey, you know what? Let's check Twitter real quick. Oh, look, your friend from college just had a baby. Better scroll through all 47 photos. It wasn't procrastination. It was protection. My brain was keeping me safe from potential failure. But here's the thing nobody tells you. That safety, it's a prison. You can't fail if you never try, but you also can't win. Let's talk about why this happens. Your brain has 2 systems running at all times. System 1 is fast, it's emotional, it's reactive. System 1 is the part that goes, ooh, TikTok. System 2 is slow, it's logical, it requires effort. System 2 is the part that wants to build something meaningful. Here's the problem. System 1 is way stronger. It's been keeping humans alive for millions of years. System 2, that's the new guy. He just started last week and doesn't know where the bathroom is. When you say, I'm gonna start my business, System 2 is pumped. But when you sit down to actually do it, System 1 panics. Wait, this is hard. This might not work. Danger. So it redirects you to something safe and easy, like reorganizing your email folders, or finally learning the difference between who and whom. Super urgent stuff, obviously. Now, here's the science part that actually helps.
Your brain releases dopamine when you anticipate a reward, not when you get it, when you anticipate it. That's why planning feels so good. You're imagining the reward without doing the work. It's like eating imaginary cake, 0 calories, pure pleasure. But real progress, that requires real effort. And effort means potential failure. So your brain keeps you in the planning phase forever. It's comfortable there. Okay, so how do we fix this? 3 steps, and they're almost too simple. Step 1, make the first action stupidly small. Not write the book, not even write a chapter. Open the document. That's it. Your brain can't panic about opening a document. There's no failure risk in opening a document. Once it's open, System 1 relaxes, and System 2 can sneak in and do some work. Step 2, schedule a specific trigger. Don't say, I'll work on it tomorrow. Say, after my morning coffee, I'll open the document for 2 minutes. The trigger is coffee. The action is tiny. This works because it removes the decision. Decisions require willpower. Triggers don't. You finish coffee, you open document. It's automatic, like brushing your teeth. Step 3, track the action, not the outcome. Don't track pages written or hours worked. Track days I opened the document. Because you can't control outcomes, but you can control actions. And here's the magic part. Once you prove to your brain that the action is safe, it stops fighting you. You open the document on Monday. Nothing bad happens. You open it Tuesday. Still alive. By Wednesday, your brain is like, oh, okay, this is fine. And that's when the real work starts happening. Not because you forced it, because you made it safe to start. Step 4, celebrate the tiny wins immediately. This is the part people skip. You open the document, that's a win. Say nice out loud. Seriously, give yourself a literal thumbs up. Your brain needs to know, this is good, we did the thing. If you skip this, your brain thinks the action didn't matter. And tomorrow, it'll be twice as hard. Step 5, expect the resistance curve. Days 1 through 3 will feel weird. Your brain is testing you. Days 4 through 7 feel easier. You're building the neural pathway. Days 8 through 14 feel normal. Congratulations, you have a habit. But here's what nobody warns you about. Around day 10, your brain will throw a tantrum. This is boring. Let's do something new and exciting. That's not laziness. That's your brain trying to protect its old pattern. Expect it. Name it. Keep going anyway. All right, let's make this real. I want you to try something for 7 days. Pick one thing you've been avoiding. Not 3 things, not get my whole life together. One thing. Maybe it's that side project. Maybe it's reaching out to one potential client. Maybe it's opening your accounting software. Whatever makes you want to do it later. Now, here's the challenge. For 7 days, you're going to do the smallest possible version. 2 minutes max. If it's writing, open the document, write 1 sentence. If it's fitness, put on your shoes. If it's networking, open LinkedIn. That's the whole task. I know what you're thinking. That's not enough to make progress. That's exactly the point. You're not trying to make progress yet. You're trying to prove to your brain that starting is safe. Here's what I want you to track. Day 1, did you do the tiny action? Yes or no? Day 2, did you do it? Yes or no? That's it. No word counts, no hours logged. Just did you show up? Because showing up is the whole game. Now, here's what's going to happen. Day 1, you'll feel silly. This is too easy. Day 2, you might do a little extra. That's fine. Day 3, you'll forget and remember at 11 p.m. Still counts. Day 4, it'll feel slightly automatic. Day 5, you'll probably work longer than 2 minutes. Day 6, you'll notice the resistance is gone. Day 7, you'll realize you have a habit. And here's the beautiful part. You didn't need discipline. You didn't need motivation. You just needed to make the action so small that your brain stopped fighting it. Let me give you a real example. My friend Sarah wanted to start running. She had tried before. She'd buy the shoes, sign up for a 5K, make a playlist. Then she'd run once, hate it, and quit. I told her, for 7 days, just put on your running shoes. She looked at me like I was insane. That's it? Just put them on? Yep, put them on. Stand there for 10 seconds, take them off. Day 1, she put on the shoes, felt ridiculous. Day 2, put on the shoes, walked to the end of the driveway. Day 3, put on the shoes, walked around the block.
By day 7, she was running a mile. Not because I told her to, but because her brain stopped associating running with threat. That's the secret. You're not building discipline, you're building safety. Remember that stick figure at the beginning? The one in bed at 10:47 p.m. researching submarines? That was me for years. I thought I was lazy. I thought I lacked discipline. I'd read articles about successful people waking up at 5 a.m. I'd think, I should do that. Then I'd hit snooze 17 times and hate myself. Here's what finally changed. I stopped trying to be a different person. I stopped trying to fix my laziness. I just made the first step so small, I couldn't say no. And you know what? I still procrastinate sometimes. I still get distracted. Last Tuesday, I spent 20 minutes watching a guy make soap. I don't even need soap. But here's the difference. Now I have a system. When I notice I'm avoiding something, I ask, what's the 2-minute version? And I do that. No drama, no guilt, just the tiny action. And most days, the tiny action becomes a real session. Not because I forced it, because I made it safe to start. So here's your one sentence to remember. Write this down. I don't need to be motivated. I need to make starting safe. That's it. That's the whole thing. You're not lazy. You're just protecting yourself from potential failure. And once you remove the threat, you stop protecting and start doing. All right, here's what I want you to do. First, drop a comment right now. Tell me one thing you've been avoiding. What's your version of submarines at 10:47 p.m.? Is it that business plan? That difficult email? The project you keep saying you'll start Monday? I read every comment, and I guarantee someone else is avoiding the same thing. Second, if this video helped you see your procrastination differently, hit subscribe. This channel is all about science that actually makes sense. No hustle culture, no toxic positivity. Just real strategies for real humans with real brains. Third, try the 7-day challenge. Pick one thing, make it tiny, track the action. Then come back in a week and tell me what happened. I am genuinely curious. Because here's what I've learned. The people who change aren't the most disciplined. They're the ones who make change feel safe. So stop trying to be superhuman. Start trying to be consistent. The rest takes care of itself. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Now go open that document or put on those shoes or send that email. Just do the tiny version. Your future self will thank you.